All right, welcome to my kitchen. I decided I was going to do this quick video on how to make a spicy mango dressing with a rainbow lettuce wrap. All right, so for those of you who probably already watched the video, today was the day that I decided to go ahead and do this YouTube channel thing, and this is the first video that I'm making where I'm actually showing you guys how to make a quick raw meal. All right, and one that's nutritious, one that's yummy, and it's fun, right? It's colorful, and I just wanted to show you how to put it all together. I already did all of the pre-prep, just so this video would not be a long one. So I'm just gonna show you how I'll put it together, including what's in it, etc. And again, it's a rainbow lettuce wrap. I am using Boston lettuce that I got at the at Aldi's the other day. I have never tried it, so instead of using romaine lettuce or cabbages, I'm gonna use the Boston lettuce, and I'm gonna show you all of the ingredients. All right, so here we go. All right, so never mind my kitchen, but I got lots of greens. I went shopping today. So anyways, I had about a quarter of purple and lettuce chopped up really thin. I had one whole red bell pepper, kind of julienne, but not necessarily. I'm not the neatest person because I don't have those pro knife skills. So it's about this size. I just de-seeded, removed the ribs, and sliced them up like that. I've got one whole corn on the cob, and yes, it is raw. It can be eaten raw, for those of you who are wondering. I just kind of cut it off of the cob itself. I have about maybe a little bit more than a quarter cup of chopped cilantro. And I've got, of course, avocados. What would be a lettuce wrap without avocados? And about two stalks of green onions, thinly sliced. So if you don't like green onions, you really don't need to put this in because this is kind of more of like a afterward garnish. I do have some multicolored grape tomatoes. This is something I decided to throw in at the last minute. Oh, and by the way, I use a box cutter to get one whole carrot shredded. All right, so let me put this away. And I have black sesame seeds. I thought I had white sesame seeds, but apparently either my pantry is overcrowded and I just cannot find it, or I'm really out. So I had black sesame seeds, which is equally as good. So I am going to use these also again as a garnish. I have a large garlic chopped finely. And I also have one small onion. It's not really an onion. It's called shallow or shallot, however you want to pronounce it. And this is going to be something that goes into the dressing. Now, I also plan on making jicama fries. Now, it's not actually fries, but for those of you who don't know what jicama is, it's like a Mexican yam or something to that effect. So it is pretty crisp. It has a slightly sweet texture, not too sweet or overpowering, but a lot of people compare it to an apple. So it has a crunch and probably more closer to an actual pear. But I found a recipe online that I wanted to try for jicama fries, and I'm excited because I've never really had it before now, and I'm a fry lover. Anybody who knows me knows I love French fries, and I haven't had any starch, any fried foods. I haven't had anything cooked in the last 18 days. So this is gonna be a treat for me, and I'm excited to try it. So anyways, let me get everything prepped. So pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your whatever bowl you want to use, and you're gonna toss in your purple cabbage, right? You're gonna toss in your red bell peppers slices. You're also going to add your, let me put this away, I got a lot of stuff here. Your shredded carrot, right? Already it's looking beautiful. Let me get a spoon. Oh, no, not a spoon, but a spatula. and we're tossing this all into one bowl. All right, I'm not gonna add the cilantro until afterwards, right? Now I'm also not gonna add the avocado until afterwards. So, you know, if you want to separate it or you want to toss it together, you most certainly can do that because it's your business and you're gonna eat it. It's all going in the same place anyways. So I just like to look at the colors because it's so pretty. Look at that, so pretty. And of course, your wonderful corn. Yes, the raw corn I just spoke about. So it smells so good already. So good. So I don't want any of the juice from the corn to get in here, so I'm just gonna use a spoon. So again, you can toss that up like you see me doing here, just to kind of get everything to be like combined and looking pretty, right? Now for the purpose of it was a last minute, as I mentioned, option to add the tomatoes. So I am going to slice them into like quarters because this is a pretty big one, as you can see. So I'm just gonna slice down and slice them into quarters. So I'm gonna put them in this that I had the carrots in. I'm gonna try to choose colors so that it's pretty colorful as well. For some strange reason, I cannot eat grape tomatoes whole like this. I always have to quarter them up. I don't know if it's a texture thing with myself, but I always have to quarter them up like this. I can never ever eat them whole, and especially these ones, which are a little bit bigger than the normal cherry tomatoes. So I'm not gonna do a lot, but I want it to have as much of the colors as possible. And again, I'm gonna add these last so that the tomato juice doesn't seep into the cabbage and the bell pepper mixture. This is maybe another orange one here. Yep, another orange one. All right, perfect. So I'm just gonna leave this aside until I'm ready to assemble the lettuce leaves. All right, and let me also go ahead and cut up the avocados. I love avocados. I eat one every day. Every day I eat one. It's a healthy fat, of course. So if you don't love avocados, definitely fall in love with them. They are amazing. And I'm just gonna rough chop both of these, and let me find a container that I could put them in. One sec. All right, here we go. And then I'm just going to do them like so, and kind of make them like not necessarily have to be neat, because again, it's all good in your belly, right? So I'm just gonna make them just for presentation purposes, kind of just slice them down the middle like that, and then kind of chunk them out like that. Back in Jamaica, where I'm from, we never called it avocado. We called it pear, but this is the, I guess, Hass avocado. Is what it's called. So not similar to the one that I had back home, but close enough where I love it, and it is absolutely divine. And I'm just gonna, again, this one's a little bigger, so I'm gonna slice that in 3 slices, and then I'm just gonna chunk it through like that. And I do not like to waste avocado at all. So some of it that came off just now on the skin, I am so going to scrape that off, because I never waste it. It's like gold to me, pretty much. So there we go. And of course, as I mentioned, I'm going to cut this off. Okay. So I can't get off no more, but that's okay. That's enough. All right, let me wash my hands. All right, so now that I have the avocado all cut up, I am going to go ahead and do the dressing, which is a spicy mango dressing. And what's in it is going to be, I have my food processor set up right here. So, of course, we're going to toss in the onions, or the shallots, or shallow, however you want to pronounce it. All right, it needs about 3 tablespoons of water. So I am gonna just put about 2 tablespoons and gauge myself because I don't want it to be too thick, but I also don't want it to be too runny. And then I've got like a 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Anybody who knows me knows that I love heat real bad. And then it has about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm gonna add the garlic. And one thing I hate about doing meal prep and cooking is washing up afterwards. A lot of mercy. But anyways, we'll get it done. After I'm done eating, of course. So give me a second. Again, forgive the mess in my kitchen. I went shopping today and I'm just trying to get everything together. Now, I'm sure you heard me say that I like spice. So I don't stop there, right? I'm gonna add a little bit because I want it to taste really, I want the taste to come out and I want the flavors to come out. So this is one of my favorite seasonings, Badia. Shout out to Badia because listen, I'm gonna just do a little bit of dash, just like that. And a little bit of my garlic powder. I'm like, I don't know, even though I added the garlic, I still add a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm not measuring, I'm just doing a little bit of dash. And of course, onion powder, just a little bit, even though we also added onion. I season all my stuff when I'm doing them because I want it to taste good. And then this is also another one of my favorite seasonings, this one. So even though this meal is not a cooked meal, I still season it. All meals, when you see me, if you follow me on Facebook and you see me posting, you're going to see that no matter what I do, I always talk about seasoning. Anyway, I'm also going to add a little bit of Cajun. Because remember, it's going to be a spicy mango, right? Just a little bit. You don't have to add all of this because you're going to season to taste. And then last but not least, I am going to add some smoked paprika. I like to use this one a lot too. You see that? Yeah. Just a little dash. Like so. All right. And then I was going to add some chili, but since I added the red pepper flakes and also the cayenne, I'm sorry, I'm not going to add anything else. Occasion, I'm not going to add any other spice. I'm going to taste it, and then if I need to adjust to my taste, I will. All right, so 1 minute. All right, so I added the mango and all of the seasoning to the food processor. And I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm just gonna blend. Again, I'm going to be seasoning to taste. So hang on 1 second. Remember I said I was gonna add a lot of water. I'm gonna add a little bit more water just so I want it to get a little bit liquefied, but I also don't want it to get too watery. And I'm just grabbing something real quick. Criminy. I should have probably looked for this before, but oh well. I was looking for the cover for my food processor, but listen, I don't know where it is right now, so we're gonna just keep going. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a tasting. All right, all rich. So let me get a spoon. I'm just gonna taste it from here. Very sweet. Not necessarily sweet like sweet, but it's spicy. It's missing something. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice. So give me 1 sec. actually not lemon juice. I'm gonna add a little bit of lime juice. Just a little, just a tad. Maybe not even as much as like a quarter. Just to give it a little bit of unique flavor there. Just to kind of tone it down. And I think I may, I don't know, I'm not so sure. So I had some extra, it was one whole mango. And I was planning on kind of like maybe using some of the mango as a garnish. I'm gonna let it whiz once more with the lime juice, and then I'm gonna do a quick taste again to see if it's really giving me the flavor that I want it to. Alrighty, let's try this again. I should have really looked for my thing. Let me scrape this out with a spatula. Scrape it back in it. And again, I may add some more mango slices depending on how the flavor is coming out right now in it. So I'm just gonna mix it up, and I can show you the texture of it. See that? So it's a little bit, I feel like it needs to be blended out a little bit more, but I don't want to add any more water to it or any more lemon juice to it. Let me get a different spoon. Let's see. This is actually good. And listen, the heat on this thing, listen, if you don't like heat, it's not gonna be if you don't like heat underneath, don't use as much of the red pepper flakes, and don't use as much as the cayenne or the Cajun that I used. All right. And for the funny thing about it, I was actually thinking of adding some jalapeno, some fresh jalapeno that I have in the fridge that I have. I want to eat it all up before it gets bad. So anyways, now that that's ready, and I am definitely gonna be adding some of the mango as a garnish. So let me cut some more of that up here. I'm gonna be adding some mango to it as a garnish. I'm gonna probably slice them a little smaller though. I'm gonna probably slice them a little smaller, so for the look, you know, so they're not so chunky. All right. And just like avocado, if you're from the Caribbean, nobody wastes mangoes at all, right? We want to get into the skin and get everything out. So all right, and then I'm just gonna chop these up a little smaller. All right. I don't want them to be this chunky. It doesn't really matter. I'm doing it for like decorating appeal, not necessarily because it's gonna be easier to eat or anything, but because I want it to be, I don't want it to overpower the look of the lettuce wrap once I have everything assembled. All right, so it's not neat, but listen, it's still yummy, right? It's mango. All right, so I think we can go ahead and we can start to assemble the wrap so you can see what it's gonna look like, right? And let me get my little plate. All right, so this is the Boston lettuce leaf. I was trying to not tear them because I didn't want them to tear, but the ones on the inside are too small, and the ones on the outside, they weren't perfect, but this will do. All right, and I'm gonna wash my hands because I am gonna be doing this with my hands as opposed to using a spoon, right? Because it's not going to look as good as I want it to look if I'm using a spoon. So let me wash my hands. And then I'm gonna get a piece of paper towel to dry said hand. put that over there. All right, and then I am going to begin. All right, so remember I was saying earlier you could stir it up to kind of make it you, right? Make it you. You can maybe even add other kinds of veggies to it, not necessarily the ones that I have decided to use. All right, so then I'm gonna add a little bit. I don't want it to have too much of the red and not enough purple, so I'm gonna do that like that. And again, if you want to chop these veggies a little bit smaller, you most certainly can. I want to make sure I get some of the corn, so I'm gonna go down into the bottom. All right, and trust and believe, this is very good. This is going to be so good. I know a lot of people are like raw, but listen, I had no idea prior to doing this. When I decided to do this, I had no idea raw could be so versatile and so delicious, right? So let me just assemble this out. And I'm gonna have some left over, but that's okay. I can have some for lunch tomorrow. I can eat the rest for lunch. And there we go. All right, and then remember I said I was gonna add the tomatoes, so I'm gonna try to put like one yellow, one red, you name it. However it appeals to you, go ahead and do it. As I said before, it's all going into your belly, everything going into one place, so it does not really matter. All right, so you could just dice and slice however you see fit. All right, so I think that's enough, because I don't want to overpower it. And then of course we have a little bit of cilantro that I'm gonna just put on top. Not a lot, because cilantro can be a little bit overpowering sometimes. So I love it in a pico de gallo. I make a pico de gallo fresh from scratch, and I like the cilantro flavor that it brings, so I always add it to my pico de gallo. All right, so, and remember, we haven't even added the avocado yet, so I'm gonna add just maybe a few small pieces of the green onions that I had chopped up earlier in the prep. And the star of this dish is the avocado. So again, you can add as little or as much of it as you would like. Avocado is king in my book. So I am gonna add more than maybe 3 to 4 pieces on top. All right, I think that's enough. And let me put that over there, and then wash my hands and dry them. And now is the dressing. I do need another spoon. So people, here we go. All right, spicy mango dressing, not too thick, not too thin. And again, you know, you're gonna do it, layer it how you would like for it to be layered. And so I'm just gonna drizzle some on the top here. And of course you can do again as little or as much as you want. If you don't like spice, well, don't use so much. All right, and if you do try to do this, I want you to let me know. Tag me on Instagram or on Facebook if you decide that you want to try it. All right, and so I'm just gonna do a little bit of clean up here because I want it to look mighty nice. All right, I don't want no, yeah. All right, and there you have it. There you have it, right? Your rainbow lettuce wrap with a spicy mango dressing. And I'm pretty sure it's just as delicious as it looks, right? So, all right, now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna do the jicama that I was telling you guys about, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like and how I'm gonna season it. All right, I'm just gonna leave this right here. I have way too much stuff in my kitchen. Listen, I am like, I need a bigger kitchen to do all of the stuff. And listen, I didn't even add the extra mango on top, but that's okay. I could eat that on the side. So anyway, as I mentioned to you, this is the jicama, all right? I got it in Trader Joe's because I couldn't find the actual jicama in stores. I guess maybe they're at like specialty stores. But again, another thing I don't like with preparing food is that I'm gonna have to whatever. So anyways, if I'll show you the texture. Ooh, it's getting a little hard to grab. So this is the texture of it, and it's already cut in fry like pieces already, so made my job easier. So I'm probably not gonna use all of it, so I'm probably gonna just put a few pieces in, yeah, like so. I get that thing from Tabitha Brown, like so. All right, so they're already cut like in slices like this, and this is something that's eaten raw. You can fry it, bake it, pretty much do whatever you want. But what I want to do today is I want to make the jicama fry. All right, so I'm gonna just do this amount. Now the recipe that I found online said that I should toss it with olive oil and a little bit of, I think, what was it? I think paprika, and leave it be. But that's not how I roll, right? So of course I'm gonna toss it. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil. It said to use like 1 tablespoon. I'm not really gonna use that much. I'm just gonna do a little bit of toss. That way the seasoning, when I season it, is gonna stick to it. So I think that's probably too much more than I would have liked originally. Now I'm gonna move this out of the way so that you guys could see a little bit better. Hang on. So this is it, right? It's not to the point where it could be broken up, but I am gonna use another spatula here just to kind of coat it in the olive oil, right? So I want you to see what I'm doing. So I'm just wanted to coat it in the olive oil real well. And then the thing, as I mentioned before, says that I should put it for like an hour to chill once I'm done. So I found this today. I went shopping today, as I mentioned. I found this. This is Badia ketchup. So everything that's in ketchup is in this bottle in a powdered form, right? So I thought, interesting. Let me grab it, and I'm gonna use it today, right? But before I do that, I am gonna add a little bit of smoked paprika. All right, I definitely am gonna do that. All right, just kind of sprinkle it on it like that. Just not too much, but not too little. All right, and then I'm gonna kind of just make it. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm Jamaican, so you will hear a little bit of patois coming out and a little bit of my Jamaican accent coming out from time to time. But yeah, so just kind of stir it around just like that. And I feel like this video has been going on forever, but anyways, we're almost finished. So do it around like so, and there it is. Now I am gonna add a little bit of sea salt, right? A little bit of sea salt. Normally I use if anybody who knows anything about me, I use a lot of pink Himalayan salt. But I'm just gonna use some sea salt and pour sea salt. I hope I opened up these holes big enough, but let me see. All right. And we're gonna try this thing, right? We're gonna try this sauce. All right, I may have to open this. Hang on 1 second. Oh, actually no. I have to smell it. Actually, it's kind of like a little hard. I don't know if it's supposed to be hard or if it's just been in the store forever. Let me see. Probably been in the store too long because it's actually not powdery. But anyway, I'm just gonna open it up like this then and do it a little bit. I got so excited when I saw it, I didn't even realize that it's a little bit whatever, but never mind. It's not the end of the world. Okay, I'm just gonna dig it up the top a little bit. And then, okay, so that should be enough. Got to improvise, right? All right, so there we go. All right, and then again, just enough. Smells so good. And then again, we're gonna toss it, right? We're gonna toss it up. It's gonna make sure it gets coated with all of the seasoning. All right, and then I know it said to chill, but for the heck of it, we're gonna taste one. I'm gonna share that look on my face with you guys. All right, there. You hear that crunch? And it's good. It really tastes like a fresh apple. It really tastes like a fresh apple, and it's 90% water. When I was doing the research online, I found it is made up of 90% water. Really good. All right. All right. Jicama. I see you. I may add a little bit more salt, but so there you have it. My jicama fries that I'm gonna put in the fridge to sit for about an hour. And let me show you once again our beautiful assembled lettuce wrap. And I'm gonna do a little bit of the black sesame seed. Oh, fancy. Fancy over here. Fancy over here, people. All right. And as I mentioned, because I had leftover mangoes, I want you to see this real good because this is so pretty. I don't even want to eat it. Right? All right. Beautiful. So anyways, for my first video, it kind of took a little bit long, like almost half an hour, but I did two things today. I did your rainbow lettuce wrap with a spicy mango dressing, and I also did the jicama fries. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on my Facebook page, Fine Dining Vegan, and Instagram, Fine Dining Vegan Femme. And come along on this journey with me. It's an exciting journey, and raw is good. All right, have a wonderful evening.